Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Vanessa here in the flesh, and I am back to give you guys a brand new video. I'm coming to you guys in makeup already, looking halfway decent. Let me turn my necklace around. Gosh. For most of 2019, I didn't really talk about myself. I kind of just gave you guys makeup tips, gave you guys get ready with me's, voiceovers, and talk strictly about makeup. And that's really because I didn't have a microphone and I didn't want my videos to keep sounding really muffly, because I mean my quality is like really important to me. And then also because it's like this makeup community is very, what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like it's politics. Like the moment you speak about something or you share your feelings about something, it's like World War III on here. And I don't think it's right. I feel like in a community where I used to think it was super positive and fun, a place for people to learn and grow, because that's what technically YouTube is about, it kind of gets lost in the noise of the drama channels and the drama that surrounds certain individuals in this community, and people using their voice to really tear into people. Not just the influencers that are on YouTube, but the actual audience, the subscribers, the people who are watching these videos. It gets very vicious, and I kind of like stay out of it because I'm really not a person who's into drama like that. So I will never ever get on camera and comment about what's going on in the beauty community. But I had to come on here and speak about how I felt now, because I just see like I have to say something. I can't just act like nothing's going on YouTube, because it is. Some of my favorite YouTubers are taking hiatuses from YouTube, are even like questioning if YouTube is the thing that they want to do, aren't really happy. And I don't know if it's like a plague that's like hitting the world, but like there's so many videos where people are sitting down and they're talking about how sad they are and how depressed they feel and how unfulfilled their lives are and how challenging this platform can be for them. I just want you to send prayers to everybody, because it's very crazy and very overwhelming. Just think about yourself. If you're on social media and somebody comments under your social media post something negative and nasty, and it really just got horrible for you, you would literally go to their house and beat them up. But because we live in this world where you can literally say anything, people are just commenting under other influencers' posts, and people who have huger followings thinking that those comments really don't affect them. And I know it's a part of the job, but sometimes it can get really vicious, and like that has kind of made me kind of draw back, because I just feel like, you know, the industry that I really love so much is really becoming super drama filled and watered down, and it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be a space where you're able to create and be yourself. And that's not something that I'm seeing here lately. And I just want to send a prayer out to everybody dealing with something stressful or crazy, because we all are. Like, as I'm growing and learning, I'm learning more so not to put my feelings out there for the world to attack or to comment on, and more so do a lot of self-reflecting, reflecting off camera, and really trying to grow and become a better woman, because at the end of the day, we've all made mistakes. And I said before I started this video, I was not going to have this chat where I'm going in on people. I'm already 5 minutes into my video, and here I go on a rant. Another thing that I wanted to kind of discuss with you guys is my feelings about like Kobe Bryant. I don't know Kobe Bryant personally, but I do remember him being like a really big part of my childhood, a part of everybody's childhood. If you are born in the 90s or a little bit earlier, you really seen Kobe Bryant grow from being a young 18-year-old basketball player to the mega legend that he became. And just to see his passing, it was really traumatic. And I could tell it was traumatic for a lot of people, because it was everywhere you went. You seen purple and gold, or purple and yellow, or you seen like just Kobe memorials. And I'm all the way in Houston, Texas, and it really affected a lot of people that I know. I just seen how for 1 second social media made you love on each other because that was such a traumatic loss. Of he and Gigi, obviously he lost his daughter as well. Seeing that just made people really love and really like appreciate life for literally 5 seconds. That's how I know Kobe Bryant's death was traumatic as hell. It just kind of struck everybody. Like, I could tell it struck everybody. And when I seen the news initially about Kobe Bryant, I was of course scrolling on Instagram, and I seen TMZ had posted Kobe Bryant death, and instantly I clicked on it, and TMZ had like completely shut down. And I was like, whoa, this has to be crazy, because everybody must be looking at this same post as I am. So obviously I waited a few more minutes, and I learned that the news was true, and just how insensitive news outlets can be. They didn't even wait 5 seconds before telling us what happened to Kobe Bryant. It was kind of just like, Kobe Bryant dead, on to the next piece of news. And I just hate the insensitivity of social media. And I remember, like, and this video is all over the place, and I remember back in the day, in about 2008-ish, 2009, when I first got on social media. It was Twitter at first before it was Instagram. I just remember how fun, MySpace days even, how fun, tagged even, how fun like social media was for me and my friends. We'll be on Tumblr, things like that. It was just so much fun. And even YouTube. You would go on YouTube and find like your few couple girls you follow for like makeup tutorials, and boom, I was a whole makeup guru, because I learned from like 3 or 4 girls. It was Time the Infamous, Yo Megs, It Is Sell. It's like Iris, I don't really know how to say her name. Nikki Tutorials was one of them as well. And those are women that I just really loved and admired. They were so amazing and positive. It reminds me of how social media used to be super positive. That's all I'm trying to say. It just now it's like super insensitive. You have to be very cautious and very careful. And I say all of that to say social media is in a completely different place than what it was, I guess 10 years ago. 10 years ago, it was a private thing. You didn't really want your employers to know where you work, where you would be online. You didn't even want them to know that you had social media. And even after that, social media wasn't even allowed or involved in the workplace. But now it's like social media is a part of our everyday lives. It's like your personal resume. It's literally your own website where you can do absolutely anything that you want to do, which I do think is a great thing, in the sense that you can create your own income, you can create your own platform to speak your mind, you can be completely creative. And that's why I like social media so much. But it has so many of its drawbacks, and I just hate that. When I first started my channel, I used to always do videos on like home stuff, where I'm at, what I'm doing, who I'm with inside of my house, showing you guys things. But what I learned is that like privacy is so important in a world where nothing's private, if that makes sense. Like apartment tours. I had did an apartment tour of my apartment, and then like so many comments came in of they knew exactly where I lived, or they wanted to know where they wanted to meet up with me because they weren't that far from me. And it just really hit home today. And I know like you guys are like, well, Vanessa, you've been on social media for this long, you don't know how to be private. But like now I know the level of protection you need to protect yourself when you're online. Pop Smoke, he recently died today, rest in peace to him. He was 20 years old, gunned down, homicide, murder, robbery situation in his home in California. And I was just reading some reports, and these don't have to be true necessarily, I don't know, just telling you what I read. But it said that he had posted his luggage, and when he posted his luggage, you could see the address on his luggage, and that could have been one of the ways somebody was able to come and do what they did to him. And that to me was so terrifying, because we're always on social media with our phones, you know, where we are. Literally people can kind of figure out where you are, and it just makes me so mindful of what I post and what I do online, because I don't want that type of thing to happen to me, but I've seen it happen to so many people. Even people big as Kim Kardashian, she has millions of dollars, and she was able to get robbed based on what she posted on her social media. So to me, it's just terrorizing to know that though people are taking that risk of putting their lives online, you never know what could happen to you because you do that. And that has kind of had me with this love-hate relationship with YouTube, because it's kind of like I want to share, I want to be open, I want to talk more about how I feel and what I'm doing and where I am. But at the end of the day, it's kind of, I want to have a guard up. I don't necessarily want you all to know where I'm working or where I'm at that time. Maybe I'll post afterwards, but I don't know if I can live in the moment anymore, because social media makes everything exposed. But I say all that to say, just be careful wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Be mindful of what you're posting. And if you are posting, if you are on your phone, make sure you're checking out your surroundings, because you really never know. We're always looking down. We're always doing this. And look at me trying to preach. I'm literally talking to myself when I'm talking to you guys. But that just really touched me. Kobe Bryant's death, Pop Smoke's death today, they just really touched me in a way that I guess celebrities really haven't. Nipsey Hussle passed away last year, and that was really traumatic, considering he was out and about in his own store location in his own city, and people were able to kind of, you know, do what they did to him. And I'm not trying to talk about death and things like that, but I just know how heartbreaking it was to see that death and seeing things happening on social media, and how social media can create so much anxiety and stress. And I was just watching a video of another girl that I really enjoy watching, and she said Instagram is like a highlight reel of your life. We're always posting the highs or the lows in our lives, our accomplishments, things that we want to do, things that we're in the process of doing, kind of hitting small goals. But it also is a place as an outlet where people are talking about the depressing lives that they live and how hard things are. And of course, drama is everywhere on social media, and it's just really heartbreaking to see how social media has truly created trauma for people. I just really want you to, I don't want to say stop social media, because obviously it's a part of our lives. People use it to make money. People use it to socialize. It's super fun. We shop on there all the time. But I just want you to be more mindful of what you post. Like sometimes when I'm feeling down or I'm feeling low, social media, Instagram might not be the best thing for my mental health. I don't really know how you guys feel about mental health, but I feel like what we consume is energy, and that energy is transferable, and it can really influence who you are on the inside. I'll just give you guys a real example. So I was in the drive-thru. I noticed that the cashier had a really bad attitude, and she didn't even have an attitude with me. You know, I could just tell that her work environment was really irritating her spirit. Like she was ticked off, peed off, right? But she was still doing her job, but she was doing it with such force and such anger. She like threw my fries and threw my drink at me, and not threw it, but kind of just handed it to me and slammed that drive-through door shut on me. And her energy transferred to me, and I instantly got enraged. So now the person that I'm in the car with, I'm like, I don't know what she's tripping about. She's crazy. I don't know. So what happened was, in that moment, is her anger and whatever she had going on inside of McDonald's, because that's where I was at, or Jack in the Box. I was at Jack in the Box. The line behind me is like 3 cars long. They're honking their horns. She's in there super late at night, and I left angry. That's how easy energies are transferred. So you always got to protect your energy. And for me, protecting my energy includes kind of like, you know, putting social media away for a while. Just deciding not to open my eyes in the morning as soon as I wake up and look on social media. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody's pregnant. engaged, everybody's getting married, people are like securing the bag, people are looking snatched, you know. And I know social media is just perception, it is a highlight reel, but if you are a human being, you cannot tell me that sometimes social media can make you feel away. I know I'm not the only one, and I did get a few comments back on a couple of videos where I kind of tried to touch on things, but I kind of struggle to touch on things because I don't want to seem like I'm depressed or I'm sad, and I don't want to seem like I'm unhappy or that social media doesn't affect me, or like some of your comments that you guys leave on my videos doesn't bother me sometimes. Like, it does. I'm a human being. Just like if you were to see me in person and say those same things to me, they might bother me. I might say something back, right? I think anybody would. So I don't get it twisted. Like, by far, I'm not hating on anybody. I don't feel like not capable of doing the things that I love and being successful and having a husband. Obviously, I know, but I just feel like this is a platform that I should be able to share my feelings, no matter what they are. But when you put yourself out there, you kind of put yourself at risk to, be ridiculed and things like that. But I just know that social media has a huge impact on our society, our job, what we do every day. It's kind of like social media is there, and I'm pretty sure it's not going anywhere anytime soon. So I just encourage you out there to, one, protect your energy, to be your best self, to not let anything make you feel away. Tunnel vision to what you want to do, and you'll be okay. Well, I don't really know if you'll be okay, because I don't know. I have my off days. But I do know that all of the stuff in this beauty community, the deaths that have happened, like Kobe Bryant, Pop Smoke, Nipsey Hussle, family members in my own personal life, it just made me kind of realize that life is meant to be lived. Life is not meant to harp or dwell on the horrible things in our lives and to compare ourselves to other people and other experiences. Like, my loyal supporters know, like, fear and getting out of my own way is probably my biggest hurdle right now. You know what I mean? Like, just completely putting myself out there and just going for it and doing it. Like, I see y'all in the comments. One girl put in my comments, Vanessa, you need to do more hair videos. And guys, let me just say this. I love doing hair videos. And if I wasn't a teacher, no longer a teacher, but if I wasn't teaching, doing makeup, probably, I think that I would either be two things. One, I will be in the tech industry because I am infatuated with technology. I have always been that way since I was a little girl. And then second of all, I will probably do hair. And I'm not the best hairdresser by far, you guys, but growing up, my mom didn't teach me how to cook. My mom taught me how to slay the hell out of some hair and makeup and looking cute. I think that's what I learned the most from my mom. Probably be doing hair because I'm just kind of naturally gifted at it, and it's because my mom, she does hair and she does it very, very well. Like, to this day, she does the best finger waves I have yet to see, period. I really don't know if I could do hair videos on camera because I struggle with not having edges. I love being in front of the camera. I love talking to you guys. I love getting up close, but I find myself always trying to camouflage my edges, or not being able to turn a certain way, or holding the camera only on this side because my edges are a little bit stronger on this side. But it really bothers me. Like, I think that's my biggest insecurities. Like, let me get closer. And not having edges is something that I have been insecure about, you guys, since I was literally in the 6th grade at Smiley Middle School, and somebody said, that's why you ain't got no edges. And I know you're supposed to have like a strong backbone, and you're not supposed to care, and sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. But let me tell y'all, my edges are like my biggest insecurity. I mean biggest. I look at girls who have like the beautiful ponytails in the back, and they're able to wear these beautiful slick back ponytails and the braids, the cornrows, like the 5 cornrows. Let me tell y'all, if I had edges, I would be rocking the hell out of those 5 cornrows, because I think that is the cutest hairstyle, period. I'll be doing all kinds of stuff, and I think that's why God didn't throw me no edges, because he knew I was going to do the most with my hair. Not having edges kind of prevents me from doing a lot of hair videos, because in the past, when I have done them, the comments were insane. Why don't you have edges? What are you doing? Why are you putting this on your hair? Why are you putting that on your hair? But to be honest with you, I've tried all the things to get them back. There have been companies that have even sent me things after watching my videos, but that stuff doesn't work. It's just, they're just not there. When I say I don't have any edges, I don't have any, and it bothers me to the core, where I have like question like getting surgery to kind of fix it, or because I just feel like if you don't like something, change it. And I can't like work out to change my edges, or I can't just like fake some edges there. You know, I can like throw a frontal on or do a closure, but like I don't really like looking that fake. You feel me? Like, give me a leave out and I'm straight, you know. But yeah, it just really bothers me a lot, and I get a lot of comments, you know, asking me to do more hair videos, like this little quick weave that I just got, and it's super cheap. This is Empire hair, by the way. But it's a struggle for me, but I will try to get out of that, because I think it's really important. One time, this platform called The Cut Life, it's on Instagram. The Cut Life, if you are a person who has short hair and you're not following The Cut Life, sis, what is you doing? But The Cut Life just showcases beautiful haircuts, and they, you know, featured me on their Instagram a few times. And one time, one of the owners contacted me and said, hey, can you create a video for our platform? We would love to showcase your talent. We have 1 million followers. I was super excited. I went to record the video. I put it out there, but the response I sent to The Cut Life, they posted it on their Instagram, and it, guys, like, the comments were so insane. Like, they were insane. People were talking about my edges as if I just don't know, that they are not there, that I just don't care. I literally do everything to cover my edges. I'm wearing Chinese bangs, and I've mastered the Chinese bangs look. I always wear a middle part. My hair is black, so it's easy to camouflage. If I'm wearing braids, they're always coming to the front. Like, I'm always trying to make it work, you know. But deep down inside, that is my biggest insecurity. So I told The Cut Life to take it down. I said, take that video down. I don't want to be a part of it. Like, I literally snatched myself out of an opportunity with The Cut Life because I was too insecure to deal with my edges being non-existent, and the comments were insane. And I say all that to say, like, don't let your insecurities and your fears get in the way, you know. And I don't know, this video was all over the place, you guys, but I just could not go on any longer without addressing the things that have been bothering me about social media and about people in general, you know. And it just helps me to reflect and be more mindful about what I post and what I do and who I'm trying to work with at this point in my beauty career, I think. But and I just learned some new settings on my camera. I got this Canon T6i, which is an okay camera. I really want that Sigma lens, but that's neither here nor there. I'm recording on a 50mm lens, which is like a $50 lens, super affordable, but bomb as hell for portrait shots, up close and personals, and blurred background. My lighting and my settings, like, I've been learning some stuff, y'all. Like, one thing that I challenged myself to do in 2020 is, if I'm gonna be on social media, i.e. Instagram, YouTube more specifically, I want to watch things that feed me, that teach me, that grow me in my business, in my personal life. So I'm trying to not so much scroll the shade room, Hollywood Unlocked, but be more so intentional about what I consume. So for example, today, wanted to test out my new lighting. I went on YouTube and I searched this one specific person who I absolutely love her content and the quality of her content and all of her work. Her name is Kalichi. I'll leave her information in my description box below. She just has ways for you to like make your YouTube as best as it can possibly be with the equipment that you've already had, because I've had this equipment for so long, but I feel like I'm not really using it correctly, because like I'm buying all the stuff that I see on YouTube, but my stuff don't be coming out the same. So what's going on? So this person that I follow really has helped me kind of improve my settings and quality, and that's because, like I said earlier, I'm trying to engage myself in more content that is fulfilling and that will help me grow my business as a YouTuber and to also build me up. I actually want to be a better person for myself. I always suppressed my love for makeup, technology, things like photography, things like that, because in my family, because they don't really know about them, it's kind of like, girl, go to college, get your degree, get you some money, boom. I'm so grateful to God because he gave me the opportunity to do so. So I'm just really happy to know that it's not too late to start and that I can. You know, I literally can. And I'm just trying to tell you I can so that you can understand you can too. And I was watching B. Simone. In her video, she talked about manifesting things and really speaking things into existence. And I was talking to another friend of mine, and he was just telling me not to be so pessimistic and not to think like, oh, you can't do it right away, instead of trying first. And there's no harm in trying things. You will be 100% failure if you do not try. And that to me sucks, because I look at things and I'm like, I can do that, or that looked like something I'd like to do, but I wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to learn to stop talking myself out of things and to really just put myself out there. And let me tell you guys, it's so weird because this video is going to be long as hell. It's so weird because for me, it's so easy to jump in front of this camera in this apartment by myself. It's so easy for me to just talk to y'all because literally nobody's around me. And you have to consider that. And that's made me kind of want to go back to what I was saying earlier about influencers having anxiety and depression and disappearing from social media. And it's because people have anxiety. Social anxiety is a real thing. You feel me? Like me, I am I'm the shyest person I've ever met. I'm very soft-spoken. I speak when spoken to. Like, I'm very quiet, kind of. I have a huge guard up. I don't know. I've been like this my entire life, except for when I'm with my closest friends or my sisters. Sometimes it's really difficult for me to be out and talking amongst a crowd of people. You know what I mean? Like, it's so hard for me. And that's why sometimes I understand, like, artists like Summer Walker. She has like social anxiety. I understand that because it's like all eyes are on you and you really have to be yourself. And that's why I think Beyonce is a mega star, because she's able to kind of get up there and do it and kill it. But at the same time, she's hella shy. So I know it's possible, you know, because like Beyonce is my idol. Like, if she can do it, I can do it. And I know she's done everything. That's really about all I have to say about social anxiety. It's a really huge thing. I think social media kind of plays a part in social anxiety because we're so isolated all the time. We're really not communicating with others. We're usually on our phones perfecting our highlight reel, like I was telling you guys earlier about Instagram. If you reached the end of this video, I do want to encourage you guys to be more aware and cautious of what you post on social media. Protect your energy. That is a huge thing that I have learned, you know. And live in the moment, be more present, love yourself no matter how you look. Okay, and I'm saying all these things because this is literally how I've been feeling about myself, from my edges down to my filming setup into my makeup skills, you guys, because it's ever growing over here. Like, I'm just trying to improve, to get better as a woman, as an individual, as a employee, everything. So I love you guys. I know this video was very random, very all over the place, but I did want to jump on camera and tell you guys how I've been feeling. You feel me? So yeah, thumbs up this video, comment below if you want to. Matter of fact, in the comments below, I want you to share something positive about yourself. Okay? I want you to comment something positive about yourself, because I just feel like when you put out positivity in the air, you get it right back and you will feel good about yourself. And I am a true believer in manifesting things. If you say you're beautiful, if you say you can do it, if you say you want to start that business, if you say you want to lose that weight, if you say you're stronger than that, if you say you want to get over that breakup, or if you want to get a better relationship with your mom, or you can manifest anything, is what I'm trying to say. And that literally starts with me, you guys. Like, I want to be my best self. I am going to be my best self, and I'm going to work hard to be my best self. See that? I believe that. And if you keep saying it, even if you don't believe it, you will start to, because our mind is all about the habits we have. That's a whole nother video. See, I'm ranting. I'm saying all of this nonsense. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to go to Colorado to visit one of my pops, so I'll check in when I get back. Love you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe. And again, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant, Gigi Bryant. Like, oh, my heart goes out to you and your family. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.